Welcome into another video. This time we're talking about the 6th round of the NFL draft. And we have some players that people may be wanting to draft based on dynasty rankings or whatnot to be able to help their fantasy team. I've got 4 guys right here. I'm not high on any of these guys. Just gonna kind of go over those real quick with you and decide and tell you why I'm not as high on these guys. First guy I want to talk about out of the Miami Dolphins, Malik Washington out of Virginia. I know a lot of people were high on this guy prior to the draft and even after the draft saying, hey, there could be something here, until they end up signing Odell Beckham Jr. Now he's absolutely not relevant whatsoever in fantasy football. Let's just go over the depth chart, kind of show you what I'm talking about here. Tua Tagovailoa, they're at that quarterback position. Raheem Mostert and Devon Achane, Jalen Wright at the running back position. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Odell Beckham, Braxton Berrios. I have all above Malik Washington. Even River Craycraft, probably Craycraft, whatever. He might even be above Malik Washington at this point. Who knows? Not really excited about Malik Washington. Jonnu Smith also at that tight end position. So somebody not really excited about. I know it's really quick. Not much of analysis needed here. There's just not going to be opportunity for him to get on the football. So please don't draft him if you're on a redraft. And if you want to take a dynasty flyer on this guy with maybe your last pick, I'm not mad at that. I just don't see any projection for this guy doing anything in the NFL anytime soon. Next guy I'm talking about, probably the highest guy out of the 4 that I want to talk about here is going to be Johnny Wilson, the big 6'7" wide receiver out of Florida State, going over there to the Eagles. I think he has a better opportunity of maybe even switching to a tight end position type of role, even though he moves a little bit more like a wide receiver. Let's look at what he did last season at Florida State. Johnny Wilson, like I mentioned, 6'7", 237-pound wide receiver, 41 receptions, 617 receiving yards, and 2 touchdowns. When you have a wide receiver that's 6'7", you would think he'd be more productive, more tantalizing than just over 600 yards receiving. I would easily want to see him over 1,000 yards, and if he can't do that in college football, he's probably not going to do that in the NFL. I definitely see him moving over behind Dallas Goedert at that tight end position and kind of maybe seeing if he can make something work out of that slot. Other than that, really not excited about this guy whatsoever. Again, if you want to take a flyer on this guy the last round, go ahead and grab him, see what happens. You never know. 6'7" as a wide receiver is really not that common, but again, he didn't really do much with his size. So let's go over the next guy here. We're talking about from the Bengals, Tanner McLaughlin is the other tight end that I want to talk about here. I don't think it's very going to be fantasy relevant. Yeah, he was drafted in the 6th round. He may end up going to the practice squad. I did like his tape coming out of college, but other than that, not much really else to write around. They did draft Eric All, a tight end, a couple rounds earlier than this, and he's more of a blocking tight end himself. So really not there an opportunity. Let's just look at the depth chart for the Bengals, kind of show you the opportunity that's there. Zach Moss, Chase Brown, that's more likely. That's it at the running back. There's not really much else there. You got Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Trenton Irwin there at the wide receiver position with Jermaine Burton, and Michael Sam at the tight end position. Mike Gesicki, Drew Sample right there. And we didn't even talk about Eric All, the other tight end that they drafted. So I just don't see any type of playing time here for Tanner McLaughlin. I just don't see anything happening with this guy. Stay away from him. I wouldn't even want to touch him. And the last guy that I want to talk about here, that a little bit of interest here, is Dylan Laube, right? The running back out of New Hampshire going over there to the Raiders. He could have some type of play, but he needs some things to happen, right? Zeus Zamir White is the number 1 running back right there. They ended up getting Alexander Madison over there in free agency as well. And then you have Dylan Laube. The one thing I do like about Laube is he can catch the football. Let's just see what he did last season at New Hampshire. So we look at Dylan Laube, 5'10", 207-pound running back, 715 rushing yards, 9 touchdowns, along with 699 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns. Like I said, if you throw the football in his vicinity, Dylan Laube will catch the football. So there is a little bit of opportunity as of maybe this season, maybe like a 3rd down back coming in here catching the football. I think he can make some things happen. Once he gets his football, he gets his hands on the football, he can make some things happen. So other than that, Dylan Laube, he's kind of that's kind of the player that he is right now. Let's just look at the depth chart real quick for the Raiders, kind of show you guys what I'm talking about here. At the quarterback position, Gardner Minshew or Aiden O'Connell, one of these guys should be starting. Zamir White, Alexander Madison, and Amir Abdullah. I think Dylan Laube should be able to take over Amir Abdullah's job. They're kind of similar in skill set. Devontae Adams, Jacoby Meyer, Trey Tucker, Michael Gallup, the wide receiver they got from the Cowboys, and then Brock Bowers, right? Brock Bowers is the tight end, their prize, acquisition of the draft. But other than that, Dylan Laube, not somebody that I would draft in redraft whatsoever. He could be worth a dynasty flyer though. However, if he's able to move up the depth chart quite a bit, who knows? Alexander Master could be gone. Amir Abdullah could be gone. You could be looking at Zamir White 1A, Dylan Laube kind of that 1B type of running back. Who knows? But this is just a really quick video. There's only 4 guys that that I really was worth mentioning in the 6th round. Leave a comment down below. Are you excited about any of these guys in the 6th round for your fantasy league this season or in Dynasty? Make sure you hit a like on the video. It really helps out with the algorithm, and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. We are really close to 1,000 subscribers. Guys, we're putting out videos each and every week to help you best dominate your league. Can't wait to see you guys on the next video. See you guys next time.